My name's David, and I'm a student from Mildura campus of La Trobe. And my studies have been in Bachelor of Accounting. I would like to today talk about my challenges that I've faced in my placement and the transition from being a student to working in a professional work environment. Inexperience. One of the first things that struck me was my own lack of experience in this particular work area of accounting. Although I have worked in other work environments in the past, the placement has opened up new challenges and for this particular new work environment that I was facing. In the placement, I was placed in a accounting firm in Mildura. I would say to anyone from going from being a student to working in a professional environment, be prepared to listen and to observe. Although as a student, we have all been prepared, I have been prepared and grounded during this time to work in this particular field or discipline. It is a lot different from taking it from the classroom and then putting what you've learned into practice in the actual workplace. And that's why I stress the idea of listening to your fellow work colleagues. The important thing to realize with your work colleagues is they've been doing this for a lot longer than you have. They've been through the education process and they're probably got their chart of accountants or their CPA equivalent, and they know a heck of a lot more about the industry than what I actually know about the industry. So from that particular point of view, listen, observe, and take everything in and learn off your fellow colleagues. Starting at the bottom. I found that to start with, I was doing a lot of clerical work. Also, there was work on BASs to do as a student, moving from being a student into the professional workforce. Be prepared to start at the bottom and then work your way up from there. However, one experience I will actually talk to you about was after going through a number of tax returns with a staff member, going through tax returns that had already been done, finding out where to put everything and going through all of that particular setup and getting questions asked of me what I would do in this case scenario, and also do prep work towards tax returns that have been sent through via the mail to us to actually get most of the prep work done and then talk to the customer then. I actually ended up being placed in a situation where I actually had a real life client in front of me and I was actually doing their tax return. And again, that was, for myself anyway, quite a bit of an achievement, although for some it may not seem all that exciting. In years to come, I'm probably sure that I'll look back at that and go, wow, was I so excited about that? But it's quite challenging to be actually take everything that you've learned and then actually do it in the real world, so to speak, with a real person in front of you. So you step up to the challenge, but also there's that be patient, and then be confident enough to step up to the challenge once it's actually given to you, because from your work colleagues' point of view, they're professional. They know what to do. You don't, and they want to test you and find out and push you and see how far or how confident you are, and actually how good you are at the work or the tasks that are actually set for you. Getting help. Be prepared to ask questions. Don't be shy. The people I work with are more than helpful. However, there will always be somebody in any organization who will see you as a threat or just doesn't like you for whatever reason. But how you deal with them as a person will also determine how you are as a person. If you respond in a mature fashion, then you will have acted maturely. But if you need to also tell any supervisors that you have of any behavior that makes you feel uncomfortable. Length of day. Unlike university, where you're going from one class to another class, the workplace that I work at has a set time for work. Work starts at 8:30 in the morning, and there is an hour for lunch break. Then it finishes at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. However, through discipline and making it a habit of getting to work at a regular time, it can fall into being a routine and then making it feel easier. I would like to thank you for listening to my presentation. Thank you.